welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mai, aka Mariam, aka Ali, and we're back at it with another video. So your girl started breaking out again. I will insert photos. So if you're like me, if one day you woke up and you noticed that you had just started suddenly breaking out, and it's not looking like your normal hormonal acne, because that was the case for me. And this is why I always tell you guys, research, learn more about your skin, visit skin specialists and dermatologists so that they can tell you what's going on, what type of acne you have, so that you can know how to best deal with it. So for me, most of the time when I get my hormonal acne, and this happens perhaps every few weeks, perhaps during that time of the month, they normally come around my forehead, and they never seem as though they are deep within my skin. They're more like surface level. I will insert what kind they are after looking that up. But then suddenly, as you can see in the photos I started breaking out on this area and other areas where I don't commonly get acne. So I knew something was up, and I hadn't changed anything in my routine. I think at first I actually thought it was an allergic reaction of some sorts. So I did get some antihistamine. I thought it was an allergic reaction because I don't know, my whole body wasn't feeling that good, y'all. I also got some deworming drugs. I was going I was going crazy, guys. Anyway, so I got some deworming drugs as well, and then I also got some probiotic. Let me also get a box of that, guys. Probiotics are literally everything. If you're suffering from active acne, I would advise you, when it comes to what you can do internally, I'd advise you to take probiotics. And they can come in many forms. I will show you guys what I normally use, but you can also have it in terms of yogurt and other foods. So again, research on what foods are rich in probiotics. Probiotics are just good bacteria, so they can help clean your gut, and when your gut is clean, you're gonna get that clear skin. You feel me? Y'all got that rhyme? Anywho, let me get that box of the probiotic. And guys, so this is the box. There's a lot of hospital details here. I had gotten this at the hospital, so there's so many of my details, but I'll just show you guys the back instead. So it's called Florinum. It comes in sachets. I don't think I have any right now. It comes in sachets, and you just put it in water, a glass of water, and you drink it, and it works magic, guys. I'm not even capping. So if you're looking to use any probiotic, I advise you to use this. How much is it? You don't have to purchase the whole box. It's kind of pricey, I would say, but you can always purchase a sachet. A sachet costs about, in Kenyan money, I'd say 110 to 150, depending on the pharmacy. So you could always look that up. So anywho, before I get into how did we end up here? So guys, I was wondering, I was like, is it my diet? Have I changed the products that I use? And it was none of that. I tried deworming, I wasn't seeing any improvement, and my skin just looked really dry, and I was scarring again, and there was acne, and I couldn't understand what was happening. And then it hit me. So I have this black soap. It's kind of wet, when they normally get oxidized, and I don't know, maybe that could be the reason as to why it reacted with me this time. But guys, I had been using African black soap for and I think I recently released a video on my TikTok, Still Main and Skincare with Me. You could go check it out on how to determine the real African black soap, because it does post some benefits. Like I always say, again, everybody's skin is different. What works for me may not work for you, and what works for another person may not work for me, and that's fine. So anywho, I recently started using it again. I came across this piece just I don't know, I thought it was over, but then I came across this piece and I did check the packaging, and I had gotten it last year, May, so mid last year. So I started using it again, and suddenly my face was feeling too dry. My face, like when I'd apply my tretinoin, but the guys, even tretinoin stopped working. Even tretinoin stopped working at that point when my skin was doing the most. Tretinoin wasn't working either. But yeah, so when I started using African black soap again, whenever I'd apply my tretinoin, it would feel as though my skin was burning up, bro. Oh my god. It was not a pretty feeling. It wasn't a pretty feeling. So I even had to stay away from tretinoin for a while. Yet that's what I believe normally works best for active acne. It was really tough. After perhaps a week is when I was like, yo, actually, it seems as though we low-key introduced something new in our skincare routine. And that is African black soap. So I decided, let me go research. You all know I'm a research geek. I love researching, and that's why I always come to you guys with the best information, always proven by scientific studies and people's experiences, including my own. So I was like, wait, can perhaps, like, does African black soap have the capacity to destroy one skin barrier, or rather compromise it? Because I think it would be better for me to use compromise, because it had, I wouldn't say destroy, because that would mean it's been destroyed entirely. So I looked that up, and tell me why I came across results that was stating that like it can be very drying. Yes, it can destroy the skin barrier, and guys, who knows, maybe that's why my skin wasn't good before, because I kept using it. I don't know. Or it could be because I had introduced tretinoin in my skincare routine, and at the time I hadn't been using tretinoin. Could be different things, honestly. It really could. But yeah, so the conclusion was my introduction of African black soap in my skincare routine. Maybe it's stayed for too long. Maybe it seems as though African black soap just stopped working for me. I don't know. So I'm gonna stay away from it. So anywho, I think we can now get into the steps I took in order to kind of repair my broken skin barrier. Guys, your girl was no longer glowing, bro. I think I came to the realization that something wrong was going on with my skin after seeing those photos that I showed you guys. I was like, yo, something is up. I haven't broken out like this in a while. Why are we getting acne here? Anywho, so the first step I would advise anyone who feels as though, hey, this is not my normal hormonal acne, perhaps it's a breakout, you know, what's happening to my skin? Probably your skin barrier has been compromised as well. So the first step is try to figure out what's making you break out. Try to figure out what's gotten you there. And it's probably something in your skincare routine. Perhaps you've added something or you've deducted something. And the minute you determine that, like for instance, I determined it was the African black soap, stop using it immediately. Guys, immediately. Stop using it immediately, or lessen your, I don't know, me, honestly, me, stop using it immediately. If you want to lessen how frequent to use it, yeah, you could try that too. I mean, you know, maybe we're supposed to use black soap once a week. Who knows? And your girl was maybe doing the most. I don't know. Stop using it immediately. Alternate. Use something alternative instead. Like personally, I think I'm gonna make a video for you guys on the cleansers I use. So what I've been using is goat milk soap. I have two kinds, the turmeric one and the pure goat milk soap. Turmeric and goat milk alone. And that I think has been working for me. I'd say it's low-key moisturizing, probably that's why. So step one, stop whatever you're using. Step two, find something alternative to use that is less harsh. Step three, moisturize, guys. Moisturize inside and out, mostly outside. Moisturize. So I know maybe you may be curious, what have I been using to moisturize? I was actually tempted to use Vaseline because I was like, hey, my skin barrier, we gotta fix this. Like, we have to do something. And I think petroleum jelly could work in that way. But I remember I asked my sister because she'd used it before and she was like, no. So I was like, my skin's sensitive, maybe not petroleum jelly. So I stuck to the products that I've been using, the moisturizers that I've been using. That's the other tip. Stick to what you've been using. Don't go again and try something entirely new, an entirely new cleanser or an entirely new moisturizer. No, you may aggravate your skin further. So this is what I normally use. I think I told you guys before. I don't know, people are not the biggest fans of Garnier. Why, I don't know, but I personally use the Garnier dark spot corrector simply as a moisturizer. Honestly, like I keep saying, my face is sensitive, so if I find anything that works for it, I'm good, and I'm not gonna switch it for nobody. Yeah, so I've been using that. And also, if you have not checked out my best sunscreen for acne prone skin, go check that out because I list a bunch there. But I've been also utilizing my sunscreen a lot, guys. The moment, this was like 2-3 days ago, the moment I discovered it was the black soap and how black soap is normally drying and my skin barrier could be compromised, I was like, I gotta moisture up. So I've actually been applying this sunscreen because it's very, very moisturizing, guys. I love La Roche sunscreen. I'm obsessed. Anywho, so I've been using this even at night when I go to bed because I'm just like, we gotta get that moisture in, we gotta repair our skin. So moisturize a lot, guys. The next tip, like I say, less aggravation. Avoid exfoliating your skin. Avoid putting on any harsh products. You're even supposed to avoid anything that is good for active acne, as sad as that sounds. We're supposed to be repairing our skin barrier, and these products, retinoids, are not the best at that time. Salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, stay away from all of that during this period. So no exfoliation, no products with these very strong active ingredients. Internally as well, like I said, up your water intake. What else, guys? What else have I been doing different? I think honestly it's just those, guys. I always say the key to good skin is minimalism. You know, do something simple. I don't want to be that person. But I recently saw one of our favorite celebrities. I don't want to be that person, guys. But let me just say, I saw someone. They said, oh, my skin has been acting up of late. Now they go to this, maybe it was a sponsorship, who knows. But they've gone to this, I think, estheticians. What are these skin, whatever it's called? Skin specialists, but not a dermatologist. And they were busy poking her pimples and removing whatever's in there. I think this is a procedure people normally go for. And perhaps, who knows, you're like I keep saying, I'm not esthetician, correct me on the pronunciation, or dermatologist, so maybe I don't know best. But personally, if your skin is upset, I would advise you against upsetting it further by going through such procedures or exfoliating it or poking your acne. Like, guys, I think it does more damage to you than anything, but to each their own. I mean, if you're impatient and you're like, I don't want to see no pars in my acne, I don't want to have no active acne, you can go ahead and do that, but I would not advise you to do that. Perhaps change your diet, but mostly what I've done this time was more to do with topical application on the outside. So if you do that, you're good to go. But anywho, now that I've inserted photos from that time, that was last week, Saturday. It's now a week. We're Saturday now. This week, we can compare and contrast. I will attach the images again side to side just for a better comparison. So this is where I was breaking out. This is where I had active acne. This is what we now have going on right now. This is the front part, guys. I was about to cry. You know, they always say before something happens to you, like, I don't know, I probably some of you know Marcy Bono. I think, I'm not sure if it's pronounced that way, but she's a hair content creator. She was saying how when she started losing her hair is when she was like, yo, I need to, I need to be more grateful about having this healthy lustrous hair, you know. And that's the same thing that happened to me. I was like, bro, I hadn't even realized how lucky I've been to not have acne like that of late. So as we're getting back here, I'm just more grateful. But anywho, guys, you can try these tips, let me know how it goes. And if you like this video, support your girl, please subscribe, like, share, comment. I will highly appreciate. God bless you all. See you next time. Bye. I'm actually in a hurry, guys. I'm supposed to be traveling and stuff, so I'm sacrificing my time. I woke up really early today to do this for y'all before I leave the house. I'm probably running late, so support your girl. BEAUTI-gang.